The two poor dogs, battered by the relentless flow of the polluted river, struggled desperately against the thick tide of garbage that surrounded them. Their paws scraped through the sludge, eyes wide with terror as they tried to swim toward the distant shore. But the muck was unforgiving, its weight pulling them down with every inch they gained. The water was so dark and foul that anyone who ventured too close recoiled in disgust, their noses overwhelmed by the stench of decay. On the riverbank stood a young girl, watching the desperate struggle of the two animals. Her expression twisted into one of annoyance, as though their suffering were nothing more than an inconvenience. "You're filthy!" she scoffed, her voice laced with disdain. "I don't need you anymore." Without a second glance, she turned her back on them, walking away with a cold indifference. The dog's eyes followed her, filled with confusion and silent pleas, but there was no mercy to be found in her heart. The crowd gathered at the shore murmured in outrage, their faces contorted in disgust at the girl's cruelty. Yet, no one moved to help. The water was too dangerous, the air too tainted, and they stood frozen in the face of such a grim sight. With each passing moment, the dogs grew weaker, their bodies battered by the unforgiving river. Clinging to the debris floating in the filthy water, their strength began to fade. Just as hope seemed to slip away, a figure emerged from the crowd, a young man, resolute and unafraid. Dressed in high boots, he strode into the murky depths without hesitation, his gaze fixed on the two struggling souls. With unwavering determination, he reached them, pulling each dog into his arms one by one. The white dog, still trembling from the ordeal, stood on shaky legs, trying to shake off the grimy water. But the black dog remained limp, its body too exhausted to move. The man carefully carried them to safety, his heart aching for the creatures in his arms. Once home, he gently bathed them, using warm water and soap to cleanse their fragile bodies. The warmth revived them, coaxing their spirits back to life. The dogs, once abandoned and forgotten, now basked in the gentle embrace of a new home. A place where love, not cruelty, would define their lives. And in their eyes, the flicker of hope had returned. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more amazing content.